Hello everyone, Scott here again. Welcome back to the Guilty Pleasure Cinema, celebrating the movies you're embarrassed to love and showcasing those you might have missed. Today it's time, however, for a movie I might have missed. Abraham Lincoln vs. Zombies. Now, I'm a huge fan of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and this is the Asylum blockbuster, Mockbuster, that they released to tie in. Not since the Center of the Earth was the first GPT, this one's the second. So what we have here is a movie that I first heard about from the cinema snob, Brad Jones, where he talked about it and said that overall, it's pretty good, it's pretty fun, and that the guy does an awesome Lincoln. I don't know that much about Lincoln, so I don't know how well I can actually say if it's good or not, but I'll know a good performance when you see it. But this one's not really recommended by him. Instead it's recommended by Gord McLean, my cousin. Step-cousin? Whatever. His family. He said this needs to be on GPC. And I said, I already planned to do it for GPT, Guilty Pleasures Test. Mostly because, as you can see, it is a Blu-ray. This prohibits me from capturing it. But I've also not seen it. So I'm about to watch it right now, and I'll be commenting on it as we go. We start off pretty simple with good effects. This isn't Space, not Visual Effects Supervisor, same guy who did the Nazis one, so there you go. The director, that is, so he knows what he's doing here. This one, I mean, it's Civil War time, even prior, right? So, it's actually got good effects, just like beheadings and stuff, no space Nazis or UFOs, so, simple beginning. Lincoln's mom's a zombie, and cut the head off.
Father, you're going to be killed.
So one thing I will say in contrast to the other movie, he's already president. It's been like 3 minutes.
Because the Battle of Gettysburg was significant, and it must be recognized.
See, he's going to Gettysburg. So you can hear him. That's a good performance. This guy's cool. I like him already. I can see what Snob was talking about. But really, excuse me if I'm eating at the same time, so excuse me if it comes out a little gross if I burp or whatnot. But, this is... Yeah, Gettysburg has already been won at this point. That's how far ahead we are. Vampire Hunter has him like as a young man learning, and he's not president until maybe halfway through, so already we're going to go a vastly different route. And I like that. This is going to be good. So... yeah, so Lincoln's going to send the Secret Service into the fort to find out what happened. Why there's a zombie captain back. He turned full zombie and bit a guy who was the main dude that was going to lead the service, so now Lincoln's going to do it. He's fighting him with a sword, and he gets his fold-out scythe and cuts his head off. Hell yeah! So they got to the fort, and right away guys are getting killed. There's rebels there shooting, and zombies came in. One guy got bit, one of the good guys. Lincoln's got 12 Secret Service with him. Guy got bit, so Lincoln shot him in the head. And the guy's like, "What have you done, Mr. President?" They walked in, you should have briefed him on the way, really. But it's pretty decent, actually, the fighting here. And Bill Oberst Jr. is really good as Lincoln. You can tell he's got, like, character here. He's earnest. It's really good. So he meets up with Stonewall Jackson, and looks like they're going to team up. I will say something here is that the beards are awesome and yet so fake. They're so fake. They don't mesh with the hairline, like the sideburns and the... yeah, they're better than what I could do, but... I've heard a lot of complaints about this movie saying it's kind of slow, but honestly, I'm quite enjoying it. It's almost got a Predator vibe of we gotta unify against this enemy we don't fully understand. And like the music is good. It's this nice thematic beat, and it's funny, but like I just watched Lincoln walk by with 8 of his guys, 4 others going over here, like they're splitting up, and he's leading them, and he looks like a leader, and you believe the rest because you believe him. And it's a testament to this. It is really, really good. So far I'm enjoying this quite a bit, and if it picks up later like I've heard, this is only going to get better. This one, so far we've got another winner here already, and it's early on. So Lincoln and a couple of the guys after getting attacked, hideout in a house. Turns out it's someone he used to know when he was a young man. He got with her. And she's got her daughter, who's wearing a nice dress and long gloves and that, and pretty cute. I think they're whores. And there's another girl there too, and a young boy named Teddy. He's like, Theodore Roosevelt, sir, from New York. Really? Alright. This is going to be good. They're going there, huh? Oh, and one of his Secret Service guys is John Wilkinson. I know where this is going. Think about that for a second. Process it.
We have women and children to protect now.
All right, then. As soon as I get Mr. Hopkins' family.
Yeah, no sooner they say it, they're going there. We got women and children to protect, and Teddy's going, I can handle myself. And I'm sure you can, Mr. Roosevelt. I'm sorry we don't have a spare weapon for you, but here. Hands him this giant pole. Big wooden stick. He goes, here, walk softly. Carry this big stick. I love it. And Lincoln's shooting guys and hitting them with a scythe. So they got a plan. Jackson doesn't want to go along with it, but one of his lieutenant guys went along with the idea of beheading instead. Because gunshots are good, but it attracts more. Beheading them is better. Needs swords or whatever. Guy's like, oh, there's a plantation. We got stuff over there. So he's like, okay, what's your name, son? Pat Garrett.
Sophia and I will join you, Abe. As will I.
Oh, there's Teddy.
I hope that we do run a bunch of them zombies so I can run them back to hell.
So they have a new mission. They came back and the whore who was, I keep saying whore, the whore. The prostitute who was Lincoln's old friend, she killed one and got blood like in the eye, in the mouth, and according to Lincoln, that'll also cause it. So she's feeling sick, so we know she's going to turn. The plan, though, they got these shovels and everything and machetes, and Lincoln with his scythe, badass on a hill, is to go, like, take a map of the town and go quadrant to quadrant and kill all zombies. And go to the next quadrant. Kill all zombies. Go to the next one. They're like, so there's 2 here, 2 there, and they're stabbing. Like, it's... Alright. Simple enough. Literally, kill all zombies. That's the plan. It's weird though, because it seems like it really drags in between, but it's good stuff. It's just, it takes forever. This one... So of course, the prostitute's daughter is with Lincoln. She's the cute one I like. And Roosevelt's in there with him too, so that's that group. And he keeps giving them different lines and stuff. It's awesome. That's a... He's just cutting heads. He missed. There you go. But yeah, it's rather decent. It's relatively good. This one's not as easy of a sell as Nazis was. Because... That's a shovel, alright. Because, it's a zombie movie. And I guess that makes it harder to sell it, in a way. Like, I know the other one was too, the space Nazis and its craziness. But this one, yeah, it's good, but it's not a sure thing compared to the other. But still. Oh no, Pat Garrett, look out! Yeah, so what's happening now is the weapons are getting stuck in, guys. Okay, the one I liked just did like a diving Superman punch. That was awesome. Nice spin! She's cool. Yeah, the weapon's stuck, right? Nope, it's good. She's badass! But yeah, it's good. I don't know how to make it better. It is what it is, and it's doing it the best way I think they could, so it's fun. Oh look, John Wilkinson's actually a secret agent for the Confederacy. Who knew? It's Booth. He went and talked to the prisoner that was at the fort, and turns out this guy he knew, who attacked him after he let him go, because he's a zombie, and that's probably going to sell him on the idea that, hey, these are actually zombies, not ill like all the Confederates think. Meanwhile, they're in town fighting guys, and Garrett gets surrounded in this cool tracking shot that goes all the way around, and he's doing like bam, 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 bam. And it's like this Wild West bit. It was really cool. they've run out of ammo, most of these guys. They're hiding out, and it's kind of plodding along right now. I'm a little worried about it. It's not building. It's just going along. It's going along well, but it's not. There's no sense of a climax here. Though another good guy just got bit, so we'll see what happens. And now we have our climax where Stonewall Jackson finally agreed to help, and he has a lot of gunpowder for the cannons. So they trump it out and lure them all in with the plan to blow it.
You lit the fuse. You got about another minute.
Of course, Lincoln is the bait. Don't know how that worked, but yeah, they're gonna blow up the fort with all the zombies trapped in it. We'll see how this goes. Oh no, I got stepped on. There's a traitor in the midst. It's probably the traitor. And we're in our ending. Lincoln, he's got her. It would seem like they're going to kill her off, but he's got her locked up. And there's the doctor medic at the beginning doing work on her. Is to cure her, but also with the idea to cure. I was talking about Wilkes again. But he's said not just for her, but for the next time there's an outbreak, which is good, but he's married. So he even knows, he says that we know that Wilkinson is Wilkes. So yeah, he knows.
No! Let me clean that up for you.
You fast moves.
Yes.
Have you paper and ink? I'm going to send an urgent message to Surratt's boarding house. No!
So we know that Wilkinson is actually Wilkes Booth. And he's got an assassination plot. We know this. Lincoln's like, my team knows. Don't worry, we're keeping an eye on him, stuff like that. And then the zombie girl is squeezing the hand, and like, instead of even like the nails, if you're scratched, you're infected too. So she did that to him, and he shot her in the head, but had actually done it. He'd actually infected Lincoln, so now Lincoln's affected. So he sent the doctor to send a message to Booth. Basically saying, I bet it's going to be like Lincoln will be at the theater. Yeah, this is his way. It's actually a really cool idea. It's kind of a fascinating way to work it in.
Thank you, Father.
Go for a knowing headshot. That's a brilliant concept. I love when they do stuff like that and they weave things in. And not the silly stuff like Teddy. It's fun, but the actual legit, like, there's thought involved in the writing on this. It's really cool. And that quick, it's gone to credits. So we don't actually see the assassination, we know what happens. But that's pretty awesome. It's a hard recommendation. An action-packed thriller in the tradition of Zombieland and Dawn of the Dead? No, it isn't. No. Maybe Dawn of the Dead, but not Zombieland. I can say that for certain. And I say maybe because I don't know if it's like Dawn of the Dead. I've not seen either. I've seen pieces, but you know. It's good. It's good. As far as for the GPT, does it pass the Guilty Pleasures test? Yes, it does. It's definitely worth seeing. I can easily recommend it. If you're curious, you will enjoy it. Is it a great movie? Nazis was more fun. This has some good moments, but not as many of them, I guess. And also it lacks the anticipation. Because in Nazis, you're always wondering, what are they going to do next? What the hell are they doing next? In this one, it's just zombies. You see them off the bat and you know them and just, what are they going to do next? We're going to fight more zombies. What's next? More zombies. What's next? More zombies. So, Abraham Lincoln vs. Zombies does pass the Guilty Pleasures test. And, well, you shouldn't feel guilty about it if it's a movie you love. This is a good one.